right, guys, so I'm here at Stingray Chevrolet. We obviously have the C8 Corvette hidden underneath this beautiful Corvette car cover. I love, if you look closely, I don't know if Tom could show you, but if you look closely, it actually has the C8 Corvette emblem, the cross flags all over the whole cover from stem to stern, and I really like the red stitching. But very, very special day here at Stingray Chevrolet, and we're going to kind of do this a little differently since the car has not been uncovered. We're waiting for the official unveil, the green light, the thumbs up, the go ahead to see this car underneath. But what I want to do is I want to take this moment since nobody else is here, and I want to talk about how the C8 Corvette is going to be different from any Corvette before when it comes to options, colors, wheels, and everything else. Basically what Chevrolet has done, and it's actually kind of smart, is they took a page right from Porsche's playbook. You can option your C8 Corvette so specific, down to seat belts, down to caliper cover colors, and everything else. So part of this display, this is a traveling display right now until the C8s are officially in the dealerships like here at Stingray Chevrolet, is they have this mobile, almost like showroom within the showroom. This is going to have these different stations that we're going to take you to let you see exactly how can you option your C8 Corvette. So let's go ahead. We're going to start over here. What perfect place. Let's start with the tires. Now, tires are so important when it comes to performance, and definitely what you're going to find is on the C8 Corvette, you're going to have Michelin tires. They use them in the IMSA WeatherTech series on the GTLM car, but you're also going to get them on your street car. Now, your standard Michelin is going to be the Pilot Sport, that all-season tire, the 4S. Nice, good tire. It's going to give you grip, but it's also going to give you durability. Now, when you go over to the next style, this is going to be a little bit more of a stickier type of tire. This is going to be your Pilot Super Sport. Now, eventually you'll be able to get things like Cup 2s and all that good kind of stuff, but this is what they're starting off with to allow you to have the flexibility of, do you want a more durable tire, or do you want something that's going to give you a little bit performance? And when we talk about tires, it's just not about getting the grip down to the road, but it's also about braking and also, of course, handling. Now, as we come over to this first display, you can see we're talking about colors, wheels, and calipers. Look at the assortment of wheel options. Everything from your bright silver open spoke, carbon flash, that's what they're calling this metallic black color, carbon flash open spoke, and it really just shows a wide spectrum on how you'll be able to make a Corvette so unique and personalized to you. Personally, Tom and I were talking about this, based off the color, depending on the color, I'm really digging this performance pewter, something different color-wise. If I'm not gonna go this route, what other route would I go? I'm definitely probably gonna go with the black Trident spoke setup. Really nice, clean looking wheel, love the design, but my eye keeps going back to this performance pewter open spoke design. Now, when it comes to colors, you can see the plethora and array of colors that we have. Obviously, everybody's got their favorite. I'm really digging Sebring orange, and one reason why I'm pointing that out is when they unveiled this C8, that's the color that we have here today. I was at Road Atlanta a couple weekends ago. I was able to see Rapid Blue, but of course, many different colors for many different personalities, lifestyles, whatever you want to go, they have a color for you. Now, as we continue down, here's where I was telling you about calipers. So now when it comes to performance options for the C8 Corvette, there is no Z06, there is no ZR1. You have the Z51 Performance Package. If you know anything about Corvette history, Z51's been around a long time. I remember my 1985 Corvette had a Z51 Performance Package. So it's not only going to include beefier brakes, wheels, and things like that, but also suspension bits and whatnot. But you can see when it comes to the style, you can go with the black, gloss black. I'm really digging this flat red. This edge red is really, really sharp color. Of course, you could go traditional bright red with the gloss, and then also a flat yellow. So it really depends color combination wise how you're going to play it out, but I'm really digging what Chevrolet has done, and definitely probably one of the biggest things is that price tag starting at $60,000. That's really, I think, a good sweet spot. Now, as we continue down the side here, you can go different color, of course, for your interior. Lots of different choices, very nice style, and I think it gives a nice array to fit many different people's tastes, which is great. I'm really digging personally. I like this jet black Alcantara with the yellow stitching. Very, very nice touch, or I even like that red stitching. As we drop down, seat belts. So you can now choose, you know, it was once upon a time, you had one color and one color only. You could choose the array of different colors for seat belts. It doesn't stop there. Steering wheel setup. So you have that Alcantara, that microfiber, more of a sport style steering wheel. Really gonna give you that ultimate grip. I like the style of the paddles on the back of the steering wheel. Different modes, including Z mode on the C8 Corvette. And if you know your Corvette history, Z is gonna go with Zora Arkus Duntov, who I believe is the true father of the Corvette. The man who really, back in 1957, said, hey, we need a mid-engine Corvette. That's how long this thing has been going on for. It's not just the C8 generation. They've been working on this for a while, but I like the flat top and the flat bottom. The paddles are nice and large. It's gonna be interesting to see if down the road they're gonna come out with a true manual. Here's your other choice. If you're not into Alcantara, because remember, this does not wear very, very well. If you wanna go the traditional route, here's your full leather wrap steering wheel. I do like the way they have the bright red stripe up top here, the stitching on the horn button. This is a thing that over the last couple generations, so if you go back to the C6 generation, you'll see a big difference in interior quality and materials. These materials, I'm telling you, have been brought up to that Porsche level. Even key fobs. Really digging how you can even personalize. You know, key fobs are becoming such a unique thing, and you could have it set up perfect to whatever style you want, but it doesn't stop there. The best part, besides the steering wheel, one of my favorite parts are gonna be the seats. You actually have 3 different seat options. So here's your GT1. The GT1 style seat's gonna be that LT1, LT2 trim level. I really like the style. You can see the bolstering. Nothing too crazy on the bottom part, but I'm loving the contrast stitching, and I really love the one-piece back. It looks like a race seat, but I'm telling you right now, very nice and comfortable, but it is gonna give you some nice support to hold you in. And I know, just like you know, I'm waiting to get into the C8 Corvette to really drive it. That will be coming into 2020, I promise you that. Now, as you work your way up, you could go GT2. You can see we're now using Napa leather, that nicer, softer leather, the carbon fiber accents. Love the stitching. The stitch work and everything is so beautiful. Of course gonna be heated, of course gonna be ventilated. This is also more positions. So many positions with the stock, the GT1 seat. Now you're gonna be able to contour it better to your body based on being able to have more selective options. And then the last one's gonna be the competition sports seat. This is where you're gonna see the higher bolstering on the bottom and on the top. The material's a little bit thinner, and this is a nice cloth material to hold you into place, because that's the whole part of doing a competition seat, is to hold you into place. More of that carbon fiber. Love the stitch work. Even on the sides, I mean, it just really, really great looking seat. And these are the options, but I wanted to just bring this part to you because, first of all, there really wasn't a lot of people here, but I know that you're ready and I'm definitely ready. I can't wait to see the C8 Corvette, so I'll see you in a split second. Yeah. Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at Stingray Chevrolet for a very special moment. We have the unveiling of the all-new 2020 C8 Corvette, Stingray named, here at Stingray Chevrolet. So much history. Since 1953, Corvette's been America's true sports car. And you know what's amazing about this car? Even though the C8, a mid-engine, something new, something fresh, it's been in the workings for so many years. Back in 1957, Zora Arkus Duntov was talking to one of his drivers, John Fitch, with the Corvette SS. And one thing that John Fitch said was a problem and why they couldn't finish the race was it was so hot sitting in that car with the engine so close to the firewall. That's where Zora Arkus Duntov, who I believe is the true father of the Corvette, started to get the wheels turning with the mid-engine design. So many different iterations. Rotary powered was an idea with the Astrovette, and now we have it, the C8. So let's go ahead and dive into this all new generation. Right off the bat, what I love is you can see the distinctive headlight design. Still looks like a Corvette from the front. Now what's interesting, it's gonna be wider, it's gonna be longer, it's also gonna weigh about 200 pounds more. Full LED daytime running lamps, LED headlights, and then as we work our way down, I think Chevrolet did an awesome job with all the venting. Everything is functional. It's not just about show, it's also about go. As we come across that front, you're gonna get that nice low lip spoiler. It's gonna give us downforce, and that's what's amazing about this car. It's not just about getting more horsepower, but also about downforce and balance. Let's go ahead and work our way around the corner. When we come around the bend here, you can see the wheel design. Totally spot on. We're gonna show you all the different examples that you could go with. Large rotors, this one has the Z51 package. That's a performance package that's been around for many, many years. Doesn't necessarily give you more power, but it's gonna give you that magnetic ride suspension. This one also optional with the lift system. So what that means is that this car can actually lift about almost 2 inches, 1,000 different GPS locations. So if you're pulling into your house and you have a very steep driveway, this thing is gonna recognize it from the location and pull it up. Also, you'll notice those large Brembo calipers. That's gonna help grip that rotor, and what's wonderful, you could go through a plethora of color options. Let's continue down the side. Really love what Chevrolet has done, taking that aerodynamic efficiency into the whole mirror setup. Down low, you have the low side sill extensions, and then of course, because this car is a mid-engine, when we say mid-engine, we're talking about the engine is in between the front axle and the rear axle. We have these large intake scoops, which are going to allow that air to force feed into that LT2 V8. You're looking at, on paper, 495 horsepower, but guess what? We've seen dyno testings with over 550 horsepower. If you're wondering, well, are you going to be able to road through your gears? No, this one has an 8-speed DCT, first time on a Chevrolet Corvette. When we say DCT, we're talking about a dual clutch transmission. I'm going to have Tom go ahead and show off that mid-engine LT2 Corvette, a thing of beauty, a thing that is so special. And then remember, we're gonna get a lot of better weight distribution, better balance. And the great news is guess what? Out back, you could put 2 golf bags, plus up front, under the front, you could put on a carry-on. So you're still gonna get that everyday usability. Out back, I love the way it's nice and wide, very low. You got the spoiler from the Z51 package. You can see the direction that they've gone in with the taillight design. I'm not really 100% sold on it. I miss the round taillights of a Corvette, but I love the quad exhaust, and this rear diffuser area is just spot on with that Corvette script. Let's go ahead and slide a little forward here, and I'll have Tom show off the interior. Now, what I love about the interior, just like this whole car, they looked at jet planes. They looked at the F-35 jet fighter from outside, but also the inside. Look at how the driver and passenger are totally separate. You have this waterfall effect of all the AC controls and everything else, but very, very nicely done. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get behind the business end of this C8 Corvette. All right guys, business end. I'm sitting in the C8 the first time, unbelievable feeling. I've been around Corvettes ever since I was a kid. Love the design, love the style. You can see what's happening with the steering wheel. They decided to give ultimate visibility. By having the engine behind us, you have such a clear view and you're almost sitting on those front axles. What that's gonna do is with feedback, you're gonna feel what the car is doing at any given moment. One thing I wanna show you on the steering wheel is the Z button. This is gonna be for different modes and whatnot. And of course, when I hear Z, I think of Zora Arkus Duntov. Like I said, the true father of the Corvette. Paddles on the back of the steering wheel for that 8-speed DCT. You have an over 12-inch digital display, and also the digital display over here for your navigation. It's gonna have a 3D example view. Love all the materials. The fit and finish has been brought up to a whole new level, but this is the excitement that we're gonna bring to you, not only here from Stingray Chevrolet, but also on Rady's Rides. Let's go ahead, if you're ready, let's wrap this one up. All right guys, it's been a pretty intense morning here at Stingray Chevrolet with the unveiling of the C8 Corvette. Kind of had to be a little on the quick pace there to get through going over the car, because you saw in the video that line of people that were patiently waiting for Rady's Rides to get that piece in. But I promise you that we will be going to the LA Auto Show in just a few short weeks, and we will be getting closer access during the media days of the C8 Corvette. I definitely want to wrap off though in front of this C7 ZR1, such a special car, 755 horsepower. But remember, with that car inside, about 495 horsepower on paper, over 550 horsepower though, off a dyno machine. You're looking 0 to 60, 2.9 seconds, a top speed 194 miles an hour. These are the types of things though that you want to keep seeing on Rady's Rides, where we go and we find the unveils. Leave a comment in that comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to make sure that we keep making content just for you on this channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Radius Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Uz McGee, Tom Moschner. Woke up at 5:30 this morning so that we could get here early enough to get you all the action on that C8 Corvette. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.